We are back, ladies and gentlemen, with another episode of the intense, motivating, innovating podcast they call Only Pod Can Judge Us. Me, you, or yourself. I'm your host, the big fella D King. I got my main man to the left.
Archer the K, a.k.a. Illogic, a.k.a. Illogic 100. Holla at me.
And my kinfolk to the right.
Come on, man. Y'all know who it is. Wayne D253, Wayne D the Barber. But before we get started, man, y'all like, subscribe, share, smash the like button. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the feedback. Ooh, excuse me.
You all right over there?
We appreciate, man, sheesh. We appreciate the feedback. We appreciate the love, man. Love y'all. Only Pod Can Judge Me.
That's right.
Hey, man, you're looking rather dapper as if you just got off at 18.
Man, look, it's something. I wish I was with this great weather we got out here, man.
Man, this looking real professional.
Man, appreciate it.
Yeah, man. So what's been up, fellas? How was your weekend, Archer the K?
It was good, man. You know, we did the dang thing, did the shindig, you know what I'm saying, for the 40th, you know what I'm saying? Had a good time, so it was good, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Come on, shindig with the shindig and made the 40th work and same.
It was good.
It was real solid. No, it was really, really solid. We definitely, I saluted it. I was like, man, that was really good. I told the wife when we went home, man, glad to see that. It was great to see. Man, appreciate it. Man, all I can say was happy birthday. Look, she knows how much. I swear I didn't say too much. Like, I think the missus, if y'all don't know, look, I'll let you say it.
Do your thing, bro.
I'm like, look, if y'all don't know, look, it was Lorena's birthday, his missus, not mine. It was her birthday, and I would just say, just a pleasure just to be around her. Like, so much advice, so much wisdom, so much you could say about her. But just wonderful lady. So, man.
Yeah, huge shout out, man. I appreciate you guys' support and love of showing up, man. It was. I think it was one for the books for her. This is the first birthday where I allowed her to plan everything herself. She did everything that she wanted to do.
Cool.
And so versus normally with me putting something together and doing it, it was based off of what she wanted. And I think that it'll be one that she remembers for sure.
Yeah, that's real good. Real good.
We're going to tap right in, man. I'm ready.
I'm ready. Ready when you are.
So they caught the guy, or they got the guy. They got him.
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah.
got him behind bars, and they wouldn't let him out with the $50 million.
Bail.
They said no.
Twice.
So Diddy is in custody, man. Now is this? Let me ask you guys this before we really dig into this. Is this a cover up to distract from something else going on, or is this really that it's just caught up with him? Just your thoughts.
No,
Don't all speak at once.
I got a lot I can say on it.
It's crazy, man, the stuff that's being said, too.
Yeah. Yes and no. Like the stuff that they're coming out to say, had this and do this. And I think it's a mixture of both. I think it's something to keep us kind of engaged because there maybe something behind the lines that we're not seeing or we're not paying attention of. Elections, election season's coming around. So a lot of people could say Trump, a lot of people could say presidential stuff, but I believe there's something else going on. But at the same time, I do believe that this is a big story that he almost, how the R. Kelly situation was like. We were like, where were you at when you heard R. Kelly was turning himself in and going down for the same thing? This is what I heard. A lot of the charges that he have are somewhat of the same charges that like Donald or Sterling, the owner from not Sterling, what's the
Sterling
Knicks.
For the Clippers?
No, for the Knicks.
What's his name?
But he's had a lot of charges the same way they're talking about with Diddy's.
What is his name?
Diddy's
He kicked
case.
Charles Oakley out of the
Yeah, he
Madison
kicked
Square.
Charles Oakley. That's exactly. Yeah, that's that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I heard some of the charges that Diddy's having, and a lot of the charges he has, and a lot of his charges got dropped. Dolan. Yep. A lot of his charges got dropped. So I don't know. Everyone's saying they're gonna put him under the jail and he gonna be in there for life, and I believe it's a bigger picture. It's something else. Like I believe with him coming out saying that he had so much tapes of individuals being there, I'm like, what would be your reason not to let my man go to bail if you don't want him to get home or get to the safe or get to somewhere to copy the files to say then if I copy these files and send them to somebody, you can have me. Because I'll just tell the person to, leak it.
Well, they already got the files.
I heard they got a lot of files, but I heard there was another. They said that there were like 2 houses that they read. I don't know. Like this is. I'm like, bro, it's a lot of baby. 1,000 bottles.
See, that part I didn't get.
Crazy, huh?
That part I didn't get.
What?
The baby oil. Why was it so much?
Right, but then they said this. Have you guys? I know you guys seen what's that movie? Gladiator.
Was that Gladiator or Old School?
The Gladiator, when they used to do like the events, and then you made it to the end and you did the little gladiator thing, like a little maze to try to. What was it called? It was like some kind of thing that they had, but they had them walking up the stairs, but the stairs was like lube. It was like a game show, and then you walked up the.
Not the Hunger Games.
Well, it's not a movie.
I was thinking about
show.
something else. I thought maybe he was doing baby oil wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, said oil them down.
Well, you know, they had them little events like at parties, like at frat parties where they.
Oh yeah, no, for real. Yeah, and the floor be slippery. You take the socks off and you fall up.
They baby oil wrestling.
But
you know what I'm saying? But I
don't
know.
That's a lot of baby
That's
oil.
a lot of baby oil. Man.
Maybe he's doing swimming pool baby oil wrestling. I don't know.
Man,
but that's a whole lot of lube, yeah.
What's your take on it, though, Artida?
Oh man, I seen 50 Cent talk about it, a little bit, and I seen this other billionaire dude. I can't remember his name. It's a brother though. I think his name is Bryant or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to put words in their mouth, but if I paraphrase, they basically said, once you get into business with people and you make them uncomfortable and they have the power to be in alignment with certain people where their interests, if your interests don't align with their interests, you know what I mean, anymore, that either your protection or whatever it is can erode away.
Yeah. Vodka's a powerful drink.
So you can get, once that Ciroc deal went sour, all of a sudden he becomes accessible immediately.
Right.
Immediately.
So, I mean, I'm not trying to take nothing away from the charges and say, I don't know if the charges are valid or not or whatever. I mean, I seen the videotape. I seen how he was on Cassie's helmet. That's wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure. You know what I mean? I've heard other rumors about him. That's foul. That's for sure. The rumors that I've heard, but you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I guess they just know what's on them tapes. But also they saying the charges sound kind of flimsy. You know what I'm saying? Because basically they just calling him a pimp.
Yeah.
Saying he was flying dudes out though. That's the weird part.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So so you know what I'm saying?
The part that's crazy to me is that how many people that they say that they have footage on and people is nervous right now. Right. It's almost like with what's the thing in Atlanta that Luke what it just came out?
Girls Gone Wild.
No.
It was girl.
Freaknik.
Nah, this ain't that like.
No. What I'm saying is how people were nervous about if they're in them old tapes.
Yeah.
And like these people are at his functions and shindigs. And not some people knowing and some people not knowing that they was being recorded is crazy. Yeah. Some of these names that they're talking about could shake up the whole makeup.
Man, he was doing the Epstein thing, it sounded like, man.
Yeah.
He was doing the Epstein thing.
For real.
J. Edgar Hoover thing, you know what I'm saying?
No, for real. Crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, though.
Man, they showed somebody dancing on he had a 50-foot bed outside and people was dancing.
God.
I'm like, what?
They had CB on it. He brought CB up. CB was like, but when you see the video, CB was like, nah, like, bro, don't pull me up. Like, nah. Right. He was trying to, like, dap him up and then kind of keep it pushing.
Right.
But he was like, but then he ended up getting up there. I'm like, bro.
Can I tell you guys something, though? Cat Williams didn't lie about nothing he said in that interview.
He didn't. He said there's going to be a lot of exposure in this.
Yeah. And he said,
a lot of people exposed.
I'm going to quote him. Diddy likes to party, and if you don't like to party like Diddy, you got to tell Diddy no.
Apparently, there was a lot of people that's been propositioned. A lot of people that kind of know. I mean, this is all speculation, but this is what they saying, though. A lot of people knew the whole time.
Well, based off what Cat Williams was saying, this almost looks like it's factual now because he was just like, because what he was saying was just like, you got to tell him no. Yeah. He said himself was proposition. For somebody to come out and say themselves today was proposition.
No, for real. Like, you was me? Like, bro, he's like, nah, I don't want none.
I'm cool. I don't want no parts of that. But there's other people that they're like, man, please don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? They can kind of ruin reputations and careers, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, I believe that. And so there was another guy that said, I don't know where he was from, but he said he went with Puff. And he said, as the floors went up, crazier stuff started to happen.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, man, Nah,
Look,
bro.
hey, the lights is going down. Get me back home, bro.
Right, he said, I gotta go. So I'm just like, man, I just.
But Marlon Wayans said he didn't see nothing. He said he got out of there like 3:23.
He was paid. You saw when Cassidy she was about to start talking. You see how quick he paid her.
Yeah, he paid her quick.
But
It was quick. Direct wire.
I don't know how much y'all might know. I don't know if how much this is true, but they said he paid Cassidy and then the video came out. So how'd they leak the video?
Yeah, but the video was old. So he already dealt.
I know the video was old.
He already dealt with somebody just.
But
probably
they had
did
put
it
out like, oh, this is really what was happening.
Yeah,
after she had got paid.
Did her like Ray Rice did the girl.
No,
man.
he did.
He
That he
messed
did.
up, man.
That was
I don't respect that.
Nah,
I don't respect that.
But it's wild. Like I didn't think, because they hadn't arrested him, but what they said was he was witness tampering. So he was calling the girls and telling them,
if you testify, I think that's why they were saying that he wouldn't get bail. Also,
that's why
they said if he does get bail, then any witness that
when you witness tamper, they're not playing with you. They're putting you in.
I did hear that. Too.
And then they'll push that sentence up to what's going on because it's threatening.
And I'll be sure he's on his "I Told You So" tour. So,
man, Cat Williams just looks like a genius though.
Well, yeah.
You didn't really when you always
or
hear,
believable now or credible source now.
Right.
If this really is true.
But he knew it. He knew he in Hollywood.
Right.
So he know. You know what I'm saying?
But that's an interview that I think that's the first time that I've seen with being an adult where somebody just came all out with everything and was saying names.
Didn't care.
Like he was talking about Steve Harvey. Said and how they did the tours and people not getting paid and
that's why it went
other jokes
blew up. Didn't it break didn't Shannon Sharp's thing go up tremendously fast? It's one of the fastest growing
Shannon Sharp
podcasts.
What he is right now. That made that interview right there. Because he got the exclusive.
Yep. Yeah. And it took his numbers up. And Cat Williams knew he was going to blow his numbers up with that interview because he gave him the goods.
Yeah. He was being.
And it went up minutes.
Yeah.
Now,
I was in the barbershop. They're like, did you hear the Cat Williams? Grandma was like, did you hear the Cat Williams interview? I'm like, Grandma, you know about it?
I mean, people was listening to it for like 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? It's a 2 hour interview.
I watched it straight through, like I was watching a movie.
Yeah.
For real.
That's crazy.
So let me ask you guys this.
Is the tape real when he was his live?
No.
Which one? No. Oh, no, you talking about the security guard?
No, I'm talking about Unk's live. He went on live reaction.
I want to talk about that, but before CRK, I was just about to bring that up. But I was going to ask
that really is true.
Hold on. We're going to bring it back.
You're a fool.
We're going to bring it back, Wayne. Is Jaguar right, the stuff that she's saying? Is she off kilter or is she bringing some facts out too?
I didn't hear what Jaguar.
She's saying a lot of stuff.
She said, "I can't vouch for I can't vouch for anything really because I don't really know her." You know what I'm saying? But she has said a lot though.
She has said a lot. She's came
out with a lot.
It's
of
like
stuff.
if she ain't, she's still coming with it.
Yeah, she got some stuff about a lot of people that was in that bad boy orbit in that time. And apparently, she knows some things.
She said she used to date Cat, and Cat used to sleep with the Kevlar on. I'm telling you. Because he said that they was trying to kill him.
Oh, man.
So he used to sleep with it because he was going to bring it out. He was like, he wasn't going to.
Oh, you're talking about recently?
Recently.
Oh.
Jaguar Wright used to date Cat Williams?
He took care of her.
He took care of a lot of females.
But no, he was like,
that's why he know the secret.
Right. They was hooked up.
Yeah.
And she said he'd come to bed with Kevlar on.
Recently.
I'm like, and she's like, because they was trying. He said that they was trying to kill him.
Did he not trust her?
I don't know what the deal is.
I gotta go to bed with this.
Only Pa can judge me. I don't know what the 100% deal is, but what she's saying is because I'm looking at her stuff, and she's talking about Jay-Z knows, Beyonce knows, everybody knows, and all these people know. And I'm like, man, but she's been around though.
Yeah,
she has.
She's definitely been around.
She has.
Yeah,
Jaguar.
But we gotta go back. We gotta go back to it.
Hey, I was a bad young one, so look. Hey, I was young bad. I'll let you know.
Hey,
I know about them all.
Uncle Shannon, bro. That was fake, fam. That was a setup. So you cannot
know
put
that
your
you're
phone
lying.
down,
right? and hit a button.
And you can slap your phone
Right,
down
right
there
now
on the table
and say, "Look,
and
we
say,
live."
And say you can be on Instagram.
But how
You
do
gotta
you
go through
know?
so many things to
Right.
go live.
He said he went up and left, double tap.
He did it like
Hey,
Contra.
no, he was doing
upright,
he was
AB,
doing what was that? what game was that?
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. He was doing Street Fighter. I knew you get.
Dog, that's you know how much stuff you got to do to go to live.
You know how many OKs you got to play. I don't even know how to go to live now.
Man, it's crazy, bro.
What I noticed is that females that hear that tape off, all of them say, "Why you don't hear him at all?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the thing that kind of I was like, what? I thought about it, and then I heard somebody on the podcast say the same thing. You don't hear him at all. I was like, oh, that is kind of weird.
And please believe me, she got paid. Whoever that was almost like a Jaguar right voiceover.
Nah.
You know when they're singing.
But did you guys hear Ocho say? Because I guess it said like Miss Williams or something Williams. He was like, "Oh, Miss, I know that Williams voice. I know that voice. Is that you?" He said, "Oh, I know that voice. I know Miss Williams." I'm like, bro, you're crazy. You're a fool for that, bro.
He was getting
Man.
the things of people saying that he liked something different,
Yeah.
and he would have to clear the air to let people know that's not how he was moving.
This is what I didn't like about it because he first denied it and said,
Right.
"Oh, my stuff was hacked."
Right.
But then once people was like, "Man, that's a G move. Go ahead and say that you did that."
Yeah.
Then he wants to come out and be like, "Nah, Unc was just getting it in like Unc get it in." I'm like, "Come on, bro. Well, which one is it? Was it
Which
hacked
one
or
is
was
it?
it
Yeah.
you threw it on the bed?"
Unc
I'm
hit
like,
the
"Stop,
live button
bro."
and put the phone there. It had to. Okay, you're
You ready?
to take
You
that.
ready?
You're to take that.
Put my ashy knees in there. Look.
Allegedly. You know?
I can make you famous.
Right,
I can make you
look,
famous.
man, Miss Houston, look. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. I thought it was.
So what it did was it boosted his ratings again.
It did.
Yeah.
The
That it did.
relevance, like he's continued to be talked about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he had a good interview with Monique.
Yeah.
Her interview was good. It wasn't Cat Williams, but she was telling some stuff too. Hollywood has did her dirty.
Yeah.
Hollywood has did her dirty.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Moving forward, man. NFL, man. There's been Tua. He had a concussion for the fourth or fifth time, man, and it's they're
Fourth time in 5 years.
What is it? 4 and 5 years.
4 and 5, yeah.
And now they're saying possibly retirement. But here's the stipulations.
No.
If he just retired,
Yeah.
he wouldn't get the $92 million.
Yeah.
It has to be based off of the NFL saying that he has to, where he can't play no more to get the 92.
Then he got to press the issue.
100%.
Right.
But I think
That's great. Think about that stipulations.
Right.
You can lose if, like, man, I can't take another one of those.
Right.
When that $92 million is gone,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know how to act, man. Expound on that. Talk to me.
So for me, when I had seen it, and you're right. If he retires on his own and says he's done, he doesn't get the money.
Right.
But if NFL says you done had enough concussions, you got to walk away. We have to kind of medically retire you. Then the NFL takes care. Because I think every team has like a contract stipulation where they can like wipe out one of the players' contracts if it's in that kind of a situation. Like people who go to jail and people who go to their contracts, they be thinking like, oh, you like Aaron Hernandez. Aaron Hernandez didn't get the whole New England's contract when he went to jail for whatever it was he did, even though he did sign a contract. So stuff like that happens, they'll wipe out their contract.
Gotcha.
But for Tua's sake, this is why I think like it's so whack, because they end up putting him on the IR so he can come back in 4 weeks. They're actually giving him 4 weeks to say, are you coming back, yes or no? Because if you don't come back in these 4 weeks, we're putting you out there, and if you say no, then your contract will be terminated. In that manner.
Think about how crazy.
So that's why
that
I'm like,
is.
bro, that's kind of whack. Like, you only giving me 4 weeks, and I done had brain trauma, and I
Did
don't
you
know
see how
what's
his
going
body
on. Like,
his body locked
like
up when he got hit.
and he even tried to like reach up because he knew it was happening, and he tried to reach up like somebody come grab me. Well, there was nobody around there to grab him, but he puts his hand up before he hits
But
it.
think about
Like,
this,
man,
though,
I'm about to
think about this. The person that hit him
die,
in the field
and had
That's
an
that
interception tonight too.
DeMar Hamlin, man.
Yeah, I know.
That was just a whole freaky. When I
he hit
watched
him.
it when it happened, I'm
Right.
like, oh shoot!
And he hit him in the heart. Like, that's where Tua hit his heart. Like,
Right.
like dude could have passed out the same way. What if they both would have passed out? That would have
Oh,
been.
man, I'm not
I'd be like,
watch
bro,
football no
there's
more.
no way. Not them two.
Yeah.
They couldn't be on the field together. I'm like, bro, no way. And they play in the same division, so I'm like, bro, they got to be.
Yeah,
Like, that's crazy.
That was
Yeah, that's the Bengals, man. They laid both them boys out. But yeah, go ahead.
The CTE? Nah, Bengals. Didn't what's the dude's name that used to lay out Antonio Brown from the Bengals?
Oh, you talking about Burfict?
Montez Burfict, yeah, he used to.
That was one game, though.
No, he did that 3 times. He laid him out the first time. No, I promise you.
And they said Antonio, what's his name?
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown. He said he smiled at him, and then he closed his eyes back again and got rolled off. Yeah, man. They used to do us in, man.
So you said he was acting.
He was staging,
faking, man.
But no, that to a situation, man, that's kind of messed up. That's really kind of. Me personally, if I was his dad, I would tell him like, you can have the money. Let the NFL have the money. I don't want you back.
Don't risk it.
I'm his dad. I don't want you back on the. If that happened to DJ, I'm telling him I don't want you back on the field. You do what you want to do, but I don't want you on the field.
92 mil though, you're gonna leave that?
You do what you want to do, but I don't want you on the field no more.
I hear you, but you can't leave the 92 million.
I mean,
you do what you want to do, but I'm dad. I don't want you on the field no more.
Yeah,
92 million is hard to leave.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, because I could say I could see.
Yo, he gets it right away.
I could see
he would get it right away if
both
he had
sides of
retired.
that, right? I could see that if I did it, if it's me, I might risk it. But if it was my kid, I'd feel like you
Agree.
feel. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
So it's weird. Like, you know what I mean? If it's me, I'm like, oh, I would go out there and take that chance, 92 mil. Let's try to get through this season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
But
if it's my kid, I'm going to be like, no.
All is crazy.
Willing to risk it all?
And all I'm saying is from the standpoint of you worked your whole life to get to this place.
Yeah.
It's a chance that it could just be taken away from you just like that. It's like, man.
Dave, he gets one more, he could be a walking vegetable.
I'm not saying I'm not saying
92 mil. That's in the midst of that's what we're saying.
No,
like,
is it
when
worth
we say
it?
92 mil, we're like vegetable or 92 mil.
It couldn't. Another one could never happen.
I agree.
So
but there's that opportunity that it
you're
could.
You're right, 110%.
If you don't play at all,
and I'm not saying
that ain't on the board.
I'm not saying it's all about the money, but you can get a concussion by slipping and falling in the tub.
What is wrong with their O-line that he keeps getting hit like that?
No, he tried to run on this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
no.
he tried to run.
And the crazy thing is, the dude they were losing by 21 points.
Yeah.
He's past the first down, not gonna make it into the touchdown, probably on like the 12-yard line, far from the end zone, and try to run over dude.
Yep.
When he tried to run over the safety.
Trying to run over the safety.
Just slid.
Oh man, he could have just got down.
No,
he had the first down already.
Yeah.
And they were losing by 21.
He got to play smarter than that. That's crazy.
That it's life changing. Yeah. It's just the 92 million is a possibility of nothing.
Nah,
it's crazy.
Nah, I'm on the route of nothing. I'm nothing.
Man,
if it's my son.
What Junior Seau said, you know what I'm
Agree.
saying? You know what I mean? He was all messed up, man.
Agree.
But Junior Seau was also on drugs.
Everybody was on drugs back then.
We're talking about him. Yeah. He was on drugs.
These guys are on drugs too. They're just on pharmaceuticals.
Well, he's on drugs that are not pharmaceutical, they're from the streets.
Yeah, but
so hard. That's not.
I believe drugs is drugs, though.
No, every drug is not just a drug.
Yeah,
prescription drug is different. It's
a drug.
That's what.
It's a drug.
I believe that they were.
It will kill you.
No, the prescription drugs can kill you quick.
It's over a period of time.
Agree, but hey, look,
fentanyl, you take it one time or twice. But you're not even a human being no more.
But there's a lot of cases of fentanyl just being fentanyl and then you just regular. You just a zombie for a sec and then you wake up and then you're at it.
No, they're not regular.
No, they are. Regular. That's why they call it like fentanyl alley and like, where was that at? In Oklahoma or somewhere? Regular. What is it? It's one of them states.
They be leaned over.
They be leaned over.
That's right.
3 days and then you like, okay, cool, you picked up with this shit.
3 days, he wake up like,
you've been in that position for 3 days and you're like, hey, I'm back, look.
I'm saying like,
where's the way been over there standing up?
He was on some other stuff though, man. He would be do that line before he'd go crazy like the movie The Program.
Yeah,
you remember the Program? You don't remember that movie?
Yeah, I remember the Program.
Yeah, with the football movie where the white dude was laying in the street waiting for the cars to come hit him. He was, you don't
laying
remember
in the middle of the street.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie. Yeah,
but man, what about Jimmy
Omar
Jones?
Epps? Yeah,
yep, Jimmy Jones, man. Jamie Foxx had to mute his phone.
Oh,
Jimmy Jones is talking about people's package sizes.
Hey, that's pretty good right there. He showed balance. 5'9.5", 210. 5'9", 210. 4'1". Okay. 9 3-inch hair. 8.5-inch dick.
When does the owner get too involved?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
Is it now?
Yeah.
That made me think about,
Jimmy
yeah.
Man.
This is a
He got a
guy.
lot of control.
He does
Too much.
This is a guy that really looks at those players as like just slabs of
His
beef
slaves.
out there. Yeah, basically.
His own, he owns them. I
he
agree.
owns them, and they're just like every part
And not
about
even
him-
player, his whole organization.
His whole
I think
organization.
Dallas he owns.
Yeah, and
He believes he owns.
we all know that he acts that way and thinks that way, but
Yeah.
for some reason he gets a pass. I mean,
like it's America's
crazy
team.
thing
I don't
is-
like that.
yeah,
And we
like
be
that.
giving him the pass and he be showing us.
I don't give him no
in his
pass.
comments. Right, I don't. In his
don't give him
comments,
no
they be
pass.
so controlling, and we be like, "That's just Jerry being Jerry." Like,
Oh
what?
no! Oh, CeeDee Lamb is gonna do.
Right.
You
He
can
gonna
do
get
what you
this
like, but
contract.
you're
He
gonna
gonna get
get-
no
yeah.
right. Dak gonna play.
Right.
He gonna be out there this weekend. Look,
Right.
whether he want to play
Where's
or
the
not.
head
Like,
coach
what?
not saying that? Like it's
He's
like,
a puppet too.
It's
Andy
crazy.
McCarthy.
Yeah,
from
but
Green Bay, but he don't.
Jason.
If you
Garrett
we want
was-
another coach, look, do you want to coach today, or you want to be gone tomorrow? Look, you tell me what you want to do. That's what Jerry gonna say to him.
Dog, he can't be talking about dudes' package sizes though. And Jamie Foxx had to mute it, man.
yeah, that was wild.
I just
He was on live on purpose,
right.
and
That's
he had
the
to,
difference.
That's the
Right.
difference, and he had to stop.
mute it. Yes,
Crazy.
because that was making him feel uncomfortable. Like, why
Yeah.
is this old dude up here talking about people's packages?
That's crazy.
He was looking at his phone, and he was like, "Yeah."
What,
that was
just
wild.
imagine if he just let it kept going.
Yeah.
And
Man.
guess what? He won't get nothing with him making that.
But they say old people can't hold their tongue. Ain't that what they say? All people just say what they want to say.
Cold part is, the league can't tell him nothing either.
No.
Nah, he owned the league.
But I think his situation is the same thing what they had with that's the dude from Washington. I think Jerry Jones just have so much on everybody
Dan
about
Snyder.
parties. I think he has so much on everybody that they can't get rid of him like that. It ain't like we're like just we're waiting for you to die.
Dallas is America's team too, so it's like that ain't never. It's like an apple pie is even though people may not like it, it's the world's pie.
Yeah. I think it's just one of those things where he's just been there for so long.
Right.
He got so much juice, so much power. His family been owning that team for so
Yeah.
long. Ain't nothing gonna happen to him.
Yeah.
I think when I think of him, I know that what was inside Ballers was exactly what they
Yeah.
were representing. Is that guy's power?
You're
His
talking about
influence.
that's the Rock little
The Rock show,
thing.
yeah.
The Rock show, yeah.
It's a good show, man.
yeah. And Jerry Jones just has his fingers on the scale, man. No doubt.
I believe it.
Jerry Jones, man. I guess Jerry's world is that he really thinks it's Jerry's world.
Oh, he don't think he know.
He knows, man. Who gonna tell him no?
Right.
Yeah, I guess you're right. He
Where-
did be having
That's what I'm saying. We believe it's Jerry World.
I mean, he got the same problem Puffy do. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Just too
On
much
a different
power,
scale.
too much ego. They walk in, everybody do what they say.
Agreed.
Everybody
Is
agrees.
Floyd
It just
Mayweather-
looks-
How far is Floyd Mayweather off that scale?
I don't think Floyd.
I don't know.
Close.
He's close though.
I think that
Yeah.
scale is close, but his
Yeah.
scale is like so baby. His is just over like his little community that he's with. Like Diddy had like a whole like
Hold on,
organization.
So you saying Floyd ain't worldwide?
I don't
I don't
not
think he's saying that.
not world.
I think he's saying his influence and his
Yeah.
because like his persona and his influence is pertains to boxing
to
and that
boxing
world.
and in that realm.
just
He's
one
a-
genre,
it's so-
like,
Yeah,
gotcha.
he's got
Gotcha.
worldwide influence
Right.
and business wise,
Right.
but his persona pertains to
Agreed.
boxing. Where Jerry Jones is more like a
A
American
name like
yeah.
a Coke.
Yeah,
Coca-Cola.
yeah,
One's
yeah.
Coca-Cola and one's Surge. Like Surge, the little drink. You know what I mean?
I'd
The
have
little
said
mellow
Pepsi.
young
I'd have
like,
said
nah, he
He
ain't
Coke
a,
and Pepsi.
nah, because he ain't a product like that.
No.
Them are like products.
I'd
Them
have
are
said
like,
like Mountain Dew or something.
nah, them are products.
Or Fanta or
Look,
something.
no, look, he's like the next thing to it. Like
He Surge?
He Surge.
They
Bro.
don't even sell that no more.
No, remember it had his hot moment. Surge had a hot moment. So I'm like, bruh,
Man, can you give him at least a Capri Sun?
He's
Look,
Gatorade or
man,
something,
Nah,
man.
he's not. Like, those are household names.
Floyd's not. He ain't no household
He's a
name.
household name. That's a household product. But I'm talking about how he has the impact on all that. Like yeah, Jerry Jones is Coke. Diddy's probably like 7-Up,
Pepsi?
Mountain Dew, Pepsi, like a
Yeah.
little knockoff, and then he's like whatever the bottom of the.
Because
He's like
Floyd's
Safeway Select. His like or the Tropicana, the blue can. What's the blue joint? The Hawaiian Punch joint. That's what I'm like, bro. Like
Tampico.
Tampico, those things must though when they good. But they only sold in Safeway. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you crazy boy.
Hey,
Only
Pico.
Pac can judge. Only Pac can judge.
That's
man.
wild, man.
but he's on there though. He's on that list.
But you're right though.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. I was like, man, he's
Tampico.
small fish in
He's
big
a small,
pond, dog.
right. But he's on his pond though.
Krager Groceries changing prices, man, with the face scan.
Oh yeah,
with the face scan when
you're talking about the AI.
Yes,
That's what you're talking about. Yeah. So
no, but they're changing the prices on the items instantly. Like the price will change.
So what it is what they call it is dynamic pricing. So that means that if you're known to buy this particular brand of butter, that price is going to tick up an extra 10 cent, 20 cent because it's you, and they have cameras set up so they can see it's you that's
How often
purchasing.
you buying butter?
Right.
Well, I'm not Diddy, you know what I'm saying?
No,
I'm not just
I'm
buying
saying.
butter.
I was saying, wait, how often I'm buying?
He's buying butter too.
You buy baby oil
Wait,
too?
he's buying butter too and baby oil? Everything with a B?
Allegedly.
Oh, man.
You buy butter all the time. Look, it got to go up 7 cents today.
1,000 boxes of butter every day.
Yeah.
Look, we ordered it straight from the manufacturer. Look,
Well, go ahead,
put
Arcade.
butter on everything, including you.
So if you're coming in there always
Glossy.
you're coming in there all the ways to get filtered water.
Man.
They're gonna see you. Oh, he's a regular.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and up that on him on that pricing. That's wrong.
That's wrong. That's real wrong.
That's foul, yeah. But that's the cold thing. This is when data and technology start getting used against people, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like it's foul. They already do it with the advertising and stuff. They make sure they advertise what they want you to buy. But now when you go to buy it, they're gonna tick up the price on you.
Yeah.
I got something for you both.
That's
Well, you know
foul.
they do that in neighborhoods too.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
if you buy certain stuff and there's a lot, like say this part of the city buys a lot of cereal. The cereal in this part of the city is a little more expensive, and you're like, man, why would I go down here? The Pop-Tarts is cheaper than they are down here.
Yeah. And they
Because that's what they're doing the same thing with neighborhoods because it's AI and it's just numbers.
it's the same thing with the auto insurance. They
Agree to that too. Higher.
The zip code that you live in, they used to charge you more for auto insurance.
I got something
That
for you guys.
and insurance in general, like
Insurance
home insurances is also.
Yeah.
So now Safeway, you remember if you put your number in, you get the discount. You can put your number in. Now they got to have you where you have a digital coupon to get the sodas.
Yeah.
The
Well,
two for three.
Yeah.
They just
to
ripped
get
they
three
just
for-
ripped me
gotta
off
ring
on
it
some
in.
apples, man. I just bought some apples and I had a digital coupon and they didn't ring up like it was supposed
Hey,
to.
mine's
And, that,
too.
and,
Look,
that- and if
I
you
think I
don't check
just
your receipt, it'll get you. Like literally, I went back in
Yeah.
because I told them, hey, I had to download the digital coupon. You got to give me back $59.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like they was charging $9.99 for each 12-pack.
Yeah.
12-pack of baby oil?
No, 12-pack of soda.
Or butter. 12-pack of butter.
No. Let me be frank. Let me be frank.
You paying $59 for butter?
A 12-pack of soda. Sprite.
Nah, but they definitely do that. But I think
If you don't got the digital coupon, you're not getting it.
they
Yeah,
give you like a smaller in-store discount, but then on another thing it says like digital, ring this up, and you gotta actually take that and put that product in like your Safeway Select app for you to get the digital coupon. And
It's
if you
too
don't,
much work.
And you right. So when I go, I just be ringing it up. I'll be like, bro, it's like gas to me. I gotta get it, bro. I'm out of here.
I'm not doing that no more because I realized that it was $59 less that I could have paid. I'm like, I could have been some gas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could have been some gas that you put in the car.
Yeah.
So these companies, and I believe, just like with planes, explain this to me, gentlemen. When you go online and you get ready to book a ticket,
Oh yeah. Dynamic pricing.
why
Yeah.
is the
Super.
first class so much more expensive? But how is it that when you're at the airline, you can get the upgrade for like $100 to $150?
Because think about it in this way is if the person who buys the ticket 6 months in advance buys that same exact ticket for $20 and you buy it the same day and he got the same ticket and you buy it for $250, like how is that a 200% markup? Because we taking the same flight. This flight got to go there.
Yep.
This plane has to take off and go to that same place with that same seat, empty or not, or full.
Right. Why
And
is-
you gonna charge me $200?
And a lot of times it's based on the fact that they know you're revisiting the site. So the first time you look at the ticket, it'll have a different price to when you leave and come back to that
Yes.
same
Yeah.
site. And I don't know why. Of course, I know why they're trying to get more money out of you once they know what flight you're gonna take. But yeah, I don't
The
think it's
algorithms
right
be
though. It's
changing for
foul.
sure, bro.
Yeah.
Because I see one time I look at it, first class is $850 to upgrade.
You look at it the next day.
And I'm like, what? How did it go
And
to
like you say,
$1,100 to upgrade?
And then you'll get to the thing, and the Pete dude will go over intercom. We upgrade anybody for $150. You can be first class. Like, bro, you just told me 800.
Right. I need to hear that
You got
sound
me the
again.
800 and they still. Attention drivers, look. Attention passengers on Alaskan Airlines. Look, we're giving out 150 upgrades.
Yes, man. Yes. It is already because it's an inconvenience to go to the airport. That's not convenient to go.
Yeah.
It's an inconvenience to already go.
Yeah.
Especially if you're here in SeaTac in Seattle.
Oh, that's big.
It's inconvenience, and then the plane. I feel, maybe because I'm big, even the regular plane seat should be a little bit bigger. I think that the planes just don't got enough room.
Hey, look, I be fitting in them comfortably. Look. Hey, that's just me. Look, I ain't 6'6". Look. I may fit good in them seats. Look, I'm ready to go.
So you are they comfortable to you?
Not really, because even though I'm not as big as you are,
Right.
I can't stand having the arm tussling for the elbow.
That's what I'm saying. You got
you got to get the in one. You got to get either in seat or whichever.
well, you got to fly.
Yeah,
You got to
get the
fly.
window, you can lean. You get the middle, you lean it outside.
Exactly.
You got to fly with somebody, to make sure that you just take all
too.
three of those seats.
Yeah.
Or either
Right.
at least two of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And you're in the end because that's how
That
I
means
roll with it.
that means you're paying double
Double.
Right.
or triple. You know
For
what
your
I'm saying?
trouble.
Yeah.
All right, we had the portion. Yes or no? Here we go. Fight a lion with a metal bat. If you survive, you get $100 million. You doing that? You doing that? Yes or no? Okay.
Fight a lion with the metal bat. I mean, this is just like the Tua question.
It might not. Hey.
To be honest,
Yes or no?
for $100 million for how long?
Right.
You got to survive.
You gotta survive.
What if I hit that thing one time and it went away?
Then you
Then I
win.
survive?
Then
Oh,
you
yeah.
win. So it's survival. That's
I'll
why I
risk
said
it, but I wouldn't tell Arcade to go do it.
Yeah,
If it was myself, I'd be like, yeah, I would, very confidently.
So you saying yeah? You saying nah?
I wouldn't. I can't do it.
Okay.
It's gonna take a good swing of the bat at the right spot to stop that line.
But if you hit them good.
If you hit them good,
And
yeah.
notice I said a
Wait,
metal bat.
hold on. What does someone else get my money if I die?
No.
Or do I die?
No, you're dead.
My family don't get any of the money?
Nothing. Not in this case.
Yeah, nah, it might be different. I'm risking. I'm risking it.
You
Going
say yeah?
for it.
I'm risking it.
Okay.
That metal bat could be.
So yes and no. Yes and
I
no.
gotta have enough super strength to hold the
That's
metal
why,
bat, though.
that's why I said a metal bat versus a wooden one, because the wood one will break.
But I gotta have enough strength to be swinging that thing, though, like Barry
Yeah,
Bonds.
You do. But when your life depends on it, you got
You talking about a Mufasa lion? You
I'm talking about a lion. Yes, a grown male.
I'm cool.
All right. Would you fight a bear with 3 bullets for $100 million?
I don't think it depends on what gun.
Yeah, that's true.
It
What
depends on
caliber?
what gun. Yeah, what caliber?
45.
That's too small.
Nah, that ain't gonna stop
Yeah, that's
that
too
bear.
right.
You
Nah,
ain't
I'm
doing
gonna
it-
say that's too
you
small.
ain't doing it with 3 shots?
Nah, that's too
That ain't
small.
gonna stop that bear.
It ain't.
I'm
No,
shooting
and
that
I don't
bear.
care where you shoot that
I'm shooting
bear.
that bear directly between his eyes.
Bro, you got that good aim?
I'm gonna
Look,
have
what
it
you
that
like?
day.
Look, hey, and if you don't, bow. Ah! You better off fighting the lion then.
So yes or no? You're both down?
It depends on the caliber of the bullet.
Yeah.
For me, if
Okay.
I had a big enough caliber that
Yeah,
3
300
shots will
blackout
take it
or
out,
five- or five-
then yeah. But if I can't, if my one shot don't take him out, because a 45, you can hit the bear with the 45 and it's still gonna come after you.
Yep.
I'm just
Hit it.
saying you got 3.
You
So
can
it's
hit,
yes or no?
you can hit a human with the 45, and if the human got enough drugs in him, he'll still come
It's
after
yes
you.
or no?
Nah,
Nah.
not with a 45.
Okay.
Now with the right caliber, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. With the right caliber for me, yeah.
Yeah.
You fight Mike Tyson in his prime, 3 rounds for $100 million? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Nah, you on your own with that. You said
You
Mike
gonna
Tyson?
fight a lion with a bat?
Nah.
But you ain't gonna get in there with Mike
He
Tyson?
said 3 rounds. You gotta last 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
That's 9 minutes.
That's like fighting a lion and a bear mixed together. He fought
he gotta.
lions. He got
Okay,
a pet
no.
lion.
If he gets
I'm
knocked,
going
wait,
for
wait.
it.
If he gets
I'm
knocked out,
going
then what?
for it.
If
Float like a butterfly, sting like a
no.
bee.
If I get knocked out, do I still get my 100 mil?
If you get knocked out, you got to last 3 rounds.
Yeah, but if I get knocked out,
If you get knocked out in the 3rd round,
If you get-
last
no,
3
no,
rounds,
I don't know if any of
no,
us.
you got to last 3 rounds.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if any of us is
If
lasting.
you get knocked out like Anthony Joshua, it's over.
Oh my gosh! We'll talk. I hope we're talking about. I'm like, bro, like,
All right. Oh, my bad. My bad.
No, you're
Man.
good. You're good. You're good. So yes or no, Mike Tyson?
nah.
Mike Tyson, yes.
Yes.
We're not
Okay.
lasting.
Let's
going
talk
for
about
it.
Joshua getting knocked out.
Yes.
Yes.
How many times did he fall?
He
He looked like Devin Haney
I think
falling.
either
against,
2 or 3. It was either 2 or 3 times. I think he got knocked down in the first.
That was the first round.
The first round.
No,
that wasn't
not,
the first
not,
round.
not that one.
No, he got knocked
Okay.
down in the first round.
Got you.
And then, and I think it was the 5th, because the 4th he actually started putting on a little pressure, but he had caught dude with a right, and dude started bagging backwards, and he started going for like the safari knock him out, put him down punch, and I'm like, when I'm talking to the phone, like, why are you trying? It was right before he came to the shop. We was watching it online because it was 12 o'clock. Because it was over in the other country.
Okay,
So I was
I didn't
watching
realize
him.
that.
But I
Yeah.
think he was trying to safari punch. And I'm like, Joshua never tries to throw that wow. He was putting his hand down, like throwing the
haymakers.
Jermaine O'Neal rumble in the Ralph Malice in the Palace punch. Like, bro, from bringing it from here. You know how we hit the super punch on that, or whatever that game was? He dropped the hand and tried to bring it back real. He was doing that. I'm like, dang. And tried to do one. Wow. And dude just, I'm like, bro, folded like Pacquiao on his face. Like, oh, I was like, dang, bro. That was crazy.
Joshua's done.
Yeah.
All them dudes is done.
All of them. That whole except
Every
for
last
Usyk,
heavy,
right?
every last heavyweight's done,
Not Usyk, though.
except for whoever has the belts.
Usyk got the belt.
He ain't done.
Wow.
Every last
That
one.
whole,
The
that
Gypsy
whole
King's
era.
done?
Gypsy King, Wilder, that young boy Thomas or whatever his name is that got knocked out when we were at the
Dylan Thomas.
Thomas, he's done. Joshua, he done.
What about-
Ruiz, he done. Ortiz, all them dudes, heavyweights, are done.
What about that one dude, Parker, from New Zealand?
I don't know
This
if
the boys
I don't
dude
know.
ain't done. He's just now. He's coming.
Who?
The boys that just
Oh,
beat the one that just beat him.
But how many fights did he have?
I don't know. He's been beating people up. He's been knocking people out.
Really?
Yes.
He looked like a big Joshua, to be honest with you. Like, he looked like a young
man, he
stud.
looked like DeMarco Murray, man. He looked like Adrian Peterson walking around.
No, for real.
But he's huge, man.
Yeah.
So everybody, all the heavyweights are done.
I believe heavyweight, the heavyweight division is what it's not back in the day division.
It's
no
over.
more. It's over with.
I don't know I don't know what's wrong with Joshua, man. I never got that. I mean, after he beat Klitschko, he just, I don't know if he lacks footwork or his hand speed or something, but something is not working for him. Where he can,
he's very slow.
is
Yeah.
that what it
Yeah,
is?
his speed,
It's
no
slow
speed,
and
no
predictable.
Speed.
I
Yeah.
just think all of his, if you could
And
create
he's
a
flat-footed,
if you
too.
could
And
create
he's
a
flat-footed.
if you could create a fighter and be like 10 in speed, 2 in power, like all of his stuff is like 6, like 6 power, 6 awareness, 6 like it's all 6 foot speed. I'm like, bro, this dude is like, but he gets away with having like, you know when
Because
they
he's
give you,
like 6'6",
you know when they give you a
240,
player,
bro.
like this is the stat line of what you are. Like you build on this. All of this stuff is like, I'm like, bro. Like,
Because you want to know why, Dwayne? Because he's a specimen. He's 6'6", 240.
I agree. That's
Yeah.
And he
big.
looks
but
apart,
Yeah.
but he don't
he
got
don't
it.
got
He
the
don't got it.
chin.
Yeah.
Like
He be
I don't
getting-
know, bro.
You don't have the speed.
He don't got
hand
the speed. He
Yeah.
just, but he sucked, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. I be really, for me,
That's
when I
cold,
see
man.
boxers and I really start to hate them, I really start to hate them. Like, bro, like you're not. If you show me you're not good, you're not good. I believe you.
I got to
Like,
give you something too, though.
you show me you're not good, you're not good, bro.
Canelo is the real deal.
Yeah.
I watched him fighting this last fight, and that kid was tough.
Very bigger than him. Like
He was
just
tough, and he
taller
just,
than him.
He just is walking you down,
He's
and he's
like-
coming at you. The only way he's gonna really prove it to me,
Is
which
if
he's
he-
not gonna take that fight.
He won't.
So he might as well take the Crawford fight.
Yeah, but the Crawford fight, I don't know if Crawford would want to fight him.
Crawford's acting like he wants to.
He too heavy.
Yeah, he had to come down a lot
He
more.
too heavy.
I don't
He's
know if-
acting like he's saying he'll fight him. He's acting like
he'll
it.
he'll
Yeah.
fight him because that's
Right.
the payday.
Right.
That's a great payday on the way out.
He too.
But I don't think
He too heavy.
you know.
You got to think about this.
But why
The way he
won't
was
Canelo fight
moving.
Benavidez, though? Why won't he?
that has to be his last fight. But think about how
too big.
Right. But think about how he was moving the dude who he was moving this week or 2 weekends ago. Like he was moving dude around, like doing what he wanted to do. Like, all right, and the dude was undefeated. Yeah. The dude he fought was undefeated, like big dude. Yeah. And he was just walking through him like, wow.
He said he's the best fighter in the world.
He kind of is.
Pacquiao said, I'm the best fighter in the world.
Pacquiao said that?
I'm sorry.
Canelo.
Canelo said
Pacquiao.
Canelo.
Canelo said, you about to come in with the therapeutic joints on again?
Canelo said he's the best fighter in the world.
Yeah, I don't know if he's the best fighter in the world. I got to think about
He's
that.
the best in his weight class.
Yeah.
He got the belts.
Yeah.
And he's been on a run for a long time.
He really has. The only thing we only have if we get some is the Mayweather. I don't even think we even count that who did he lose to?
Bivol?
Yeah,
it was a loss.
He got pushed around that fight.
But Bivol was also like 200.
I understand. Don't take it if you know what's gonna happen.
And then he got really shown 200 is 200.
Right, he was getting pushed around that fight.
But that's the same thing I think it'll happen with
Crawford.
With Crawford. It's not that he's better than Crawford, but it's not that Crawford's may not be better than him. It's just he's gonna be like bigger.
Yeah.
Same way Bivol's not better than Canelo.
They got Rolly Romero's about to fight Devin Haney.
For real? Is that a real fight though, or is that?
Yes, it's about to happen. I'm gonna watch that fight. I don't know who will win that fight.
Yeah, I want to see Crawford fight the little brother.
Are you still a fan of Haney?
Haney? I got him over Rolly.
But are you a fan though?
I mean, I don't know, man. I seen.
No, I don't know.
I took the time to watch that fight against the young bull. I can't remember his name.
The one he lost to?
The one he lost to.
Garcia.
Ryan. And I just didn't think that he matched up. He just didn't have it against Garcia.
His stuff looked like he was at a 6.
Yeah.
6 everything. 2 at his feet moving. I hope you don't say he moves.
So what did Garcia look like against Tank?
I mean, you see what happened to Garcia. That body shot took him out. Yeah.
Right.
If he doesn't hit that body shot, Ryan was actually...
No.
Oh, my God.
No. He already got knocked down. No. Ryan wasn't anything.
Ryan was
okay
in it.
I think Tank was in control of that whole fight.
I think Tank set him up for that body shot. Yeah,
he did. He set the whole thing up.
I believe he was sitting on it. I do believe that. I do believe he because it was like the 8th round. I think
because there was another fight that Ryan had where he took a body shot and he couldn't really recover from it.
Right.
So he waited him out and set up that body shot to take him out and gave him a good one.
Yeah, he did.
He'd already knocked him out. So Ryan really didn't want to really. He felt Tank's power and he was like, I'm uncomfortable. Yeah. I don't want to feel that again.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. With him, it's just like Frank Martin. He's like, oh man, I let everybody down, man. I felt his power. I can't get it back up.
They deflated Frank Martin though. They played that weight game. Yeah. He walks around heavier than that.
They did.
They had him looking like he was malnutrition up in there, man.
And then he gonna put on 21 pounds in a day. Like, and not even in a day, it was 12 hours. Like, ain't no way he's gonna put no 21 pounds on in 12 hours, bro. Like,
he was talking here like he was really about to do something.
He needed that money, man. Yeah. That was that money.
It was a check. It was what we've been talking about before. It's like if you're younger, you have to do something impressive to put your name out there, or you're gonna lose, and then everybody's gonna write you off.
So why is nobody talking about Boots right now?
Boots in this?
I think he might be another boogeyman.
I only seen Boots. He might take the same. He could take that.
He hurts people, though.
You want to know what's crazy? I think he could take that Earl Spence route or that Bud Crawford's route.
Yeah, I don't know why. And Crawford ain't giving him the fight. Like, I don't know what that's about.
I think he's gonna take that long. He could be the changing of the guards though, because you gotta pass on Bud. So you think
Crawford's about to retire anytime?
I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna retire.
Crawford said that out of his mouth. Really? He said that after that Earl Spence fight, he wants to fight Canelo into the sunset.
Really?
I would if I was him.
Earl Spence
he don't have no more.
After one loss,
he's supposed to be fighting.
He's nothing.
Earl Spence supposed to be fighting somebody. He gonna fight somebody though.
You see, Mike, what's his name? Garcia just got beat up again.
Danny.
Yeah, he just got beat.
Danny Garcia.
I'm like, man, these guys, man, they just be folding. It'd be over.
You lose one time and you're done, and then everything else is downhill.
What's old boy's name that beat Lomachenko?
Gambosis?
Not Gambosis. The other dude that I think he beat Lomachenko or maybe lost to him. I thought he beat him though.
Recently?
Was it
Tiafimo?
Tiafimo's fighting Earl Spence.
Oh, I did hear that.
Is he? Yeah. Yep.
That fight's gonna happen?
That fight's gonna happen.
I did hear that.
I hope Earl Spence wears some glasses though.
In the ring with some
in
goggles.
the ring.
Don't get hit in no eye.
All right, yo, I gotta stop.
Hey, man.
I'm just,
Hey, man.
Oh man, look, I'm gonna knock your contacts out there, boy.
I don't want no smoke with nobody, man. I'm
Right,
you know
look,
what I'm saying?
Nobody, look, they gonna be like, look, we watched your podcast, girl.
We got the dark tint on, dark tint glasses.
He gonna have the James Worthy's on.
Oh my God,
Let me stop. Man.
the Gatorade goggles.
Let's move forward, man, before we get in trouble. Hey, I don't care. Only pocket jump, man. At the end of the day, hey, is there such thing as middle class anymore, gentlemen?
Close to it being not.
I think they, man, I think so. I'm right there with you. Close to being not.
Close to being not.
Yeah.
Closer to being not than there is.
Well, depending on what side of the class you choose you want to be on. I mean
200, 300K, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Pretty much.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. They just took the whole middle class out of it.
I mean, because if you got
rich
to
or
buy a house
poor.
at 700,000, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's three-quarters of a million.
Yeah, to get a decent house is about 700. You know what I'm saying?
And that's depending on where you want to go.
That depends on where you want to go.
Yeah, that's true.
Like a decent house that you were like, oh, here, I invite everybody over. It ain't in Seattle.
No, that's
It's
correct.
like, coming back our way and down a
It
little
ain't
further.
in Seattle at all.
It's
Yeah.
like going towards
Chance.
Yelm.
Yeah.
Yelm, Graham, Roy, out that way, like.
Or Nevada. All the way
Or
to
Nevada. Hey, or Nebraska. Montana. Look, we want to keep going. Idaho.
you know what I'm saying?
Texas. Everybody headed down there.
You got to get up out of here, though. You know what I'm saying?
No, not here. Look.
Man, should everyone start leasing cars? Because they're saying the price of the value as you buy it as a new car goes down like this.
You got more experience on that. I don't really know,
Is
man.
leasing the new way to go?
For me personally.
No, talk to the people. I
Yeah.
know.
I know. I'm giving you my personal experience because this is for me personally. I would like to
flex,
believe.
yeah.
No,
Flex,
not at all. No, I'm not.
His muscles is moving in his golf shirt, man. He's like,
For me,
the
personally,
LeBron.
No, for real, no. But I believe I like to. I've had 3 experiences with lease, and I would like to go the lease route. I think with leases, with the depreciation of the car falling down so much, you can actually go back to the dealership. If the car is not upside down after your 3 years, then you can give it back to them. Upside down meaning this: I buy the car for $50,000.
Okay.
My lease price by the time I'm done in that 3 years, say like I paid $20,000 of that $50,000 of the car. By the time I go take that car back to the dealership, if the car is worth more than $30,000, if it's worth $35,000, I would keep the car. If the car is worth $24,000, I would give the car back and pay no more on it because you're upside down on it. Yeah. That's what the lease looks like.
So you feel
For me, I would say I'm willing to give away 3 years of whatever the car's price is. I'm willing to give you 3 years for me to see if that car depreciated that much in 3 years. If it hasn't depreciated, then I'm winning. That's called, you got car equity. If it's underneath, it depreciated, I'll give it back to them, and I ain't got to pay no more.
Now, and commonly, cars do go off a cliff on price wise.
They more likely than not, the dealership knows how much the value of the car should depreciate 3 years from that. So they tend to the price of your car when you could be like, here, I only want to pay, $200 a month for my car payment. They know if that $200 car payment fits in that depreciation or not. If it fits in that depreciation, they're like, oh, we'll give it to you for $200. If it doesn't, they're like, this car can only go as low as $400, and anything lower than that, we can't give it to you because then we'll be giving away a car.
And then it's based on mileage, right? Because the mileage really dictates the value of the car.
Both mileage and just value of what they think cars could depreciate. So during COVID, a lot of cars bought 3 years and lease before COVID. Actually, if you would have turned your lease in during COVID, you actually was getting money because the car value of what it was, it appreciated. So cars was like going for almost double than what you could have bought the car for $24,000, and by the time you about ready to turn it in, they're like, oh, we'll buy your car for $24,000
Yeah.
and you bought it for 24, like, but
prices
it didn't
were real
depreciate.
high, yeah.
So, but then when after COVID happened and they started giving these chips and having these access to so much, now it's the other way around.
Gotcha.
Now dealerships know that once you drive that car off that lot, it's gonna, whatever the amount of that car says,
quick.
it's gonna drop. The only like luxury, like Lexuses, I think it is. They're like cars that stay up there, like they hold their values. I heard actually Toyota's trucks do keep their value too.
Yeah, Toyotas
like a lot
do.
of yeah.
Lexuses do.
So there's
Hondas do.
Yeah, they actually
There's certain cars
I
that-
think Acuras they keep their so there's a few cars that kind of keep their value
They're like iPhones. They always have value
100%.
whenever you turn them in. Yeah.
But then there's like Jeeps and like Fords and like
all
Kias
all that
and-
domestic stuff.
Yeah, it kind of falls off when it comes off the lot.
Gotcha.
But if, like you said, when you lease it, that lease amount number is called a residual.
So is that the way to go?
I believe that's
Okay.
that's
Because it seems like that's a
wouldn't
new wave.
I wouldn't do it no other way.
No, it's really not a new way. It's been going on forever though. But it's the idea. The idea is that you're not gonna own the car. You're always gonna get something
It's something new every 3
3
years.
years, 5 years.
Yeah.
you
So
get
so
something
I
new.
know you. I'm not gonna put your business out there, but you own a lot of cars. But
Yeah.
do you you just like the fact of owning them, or would you rather go that route to like every 3 years? I'm not worried about too much mileage or the car breaking down too much.
Yeah.
I could just do that lease thing because I've
think-
been thinking about it heavily.
I've been thinking about it a lot more lately too because I've been consistently making car notes. I mean, I had a car note before. I paid the car off, got into an accident, had to total the car out, had to buy another car. Starting car notes process all over again. So why not get something new and not have to worry about all that? And especially if the maintenance is included in there, it kind of
Exactly.
takes some of that risk off me.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad that you make mention of that because that's the real reason why we started leasing is because I got in an accident in a car that was totally paid off. Totally paid off. Like the car, I don't know, the car could have maybe lasted maybe another 5-10 years, right? With no payment. But once you get in that accident, they'll cut you a check. Okay, here's your check. That check that they're giving you is not going to cover
the next
for you to
car.
go buy you another car in the same manner that this car is for you to go drive off. And it's not going to work with this like the same car that you had. Reliable, you oil changed it, you did all that. You don't know what this car is. They may say it's worth this value of it, but they didn't love it and oil change it like you did. You know how your car was going to run. And so for me, when I got in an accident with my back and I got hurt, or when I got in an injury, they gave us a check for a car, and I'm like, if I'm gonna go find myself getting back into a car payment, I'm like, look, if I might be in one every year. I was done with car payments when we had the car. After we had I think it was our Jeep or not our Acura, our Acadia. When I was done with buying cars, but then we found ourselves going back into a payment, and I'm like, bro, I might as well lease it.
yeah, and at that point, it makes sense. You know what I mean? I mean, especially you could transfer all that risk and everything that comes along with owning the car back to it's kind of like renting a house where you don't have to worry about all that. You just make your payment, you take it to them, they take care of it. It's essentially their car and you driving it. You know what I mean? So
Yes,
I don't
it's
have
like
no,
that.
I don't have no problem with it.
Yes,
You
it's
know
like
what I mean?
that, but it's with cars, it's like a rent to own.
Yeah.
So like you're renting this house with the mindset of if I stay here, I might buy the house from you if I keep staying at this house. That's how you do it with cars.
Or you
cars,
get a new one.
Or you can say, look, I'm done with your car.
I like that fact.
I'm done with your
A lot
house.
of
I'm
people
going to
do that.
another house.
New year.
Yeah, you
new
come out,
everything.
you in a brand new one when you get the car lease, and then you bring it back 3 years later.
Yeah.
You in a brand new one. So the body style change, you in the brand new
Like, 'cause
body
I've
style.
realized too that all the cars that I've ever bought, I paid off and owned them, but didn't get to really enjoy them like that because
They died.
something happened,
Yep.
Yeah.
and so I had to buy another new car. So I really, I
If
think
you're
that's
gonna
why
make a payment, you might as well do it. And then, like you said, there's options around financing, handling your finance payment where you could buy down the interest or whatever, so it's not gonna hurt you as bad.
Yeah.
Put that down payment you was gonna buy to purchase a car towards your interest and
Yeah.
walk off with something.
Certain cars got certain deals. I mean, y'all don't want to go electric, but electric got amazing deals right now.
Yeah, right now they got a lot of the
It's
incentives.
like they
yeah.
want you to get an electric, and they're giving you an electric for free.
Yeah.
I went into the dealership, smiled at them, and they said, "Here goes 2 cars."
you did a little bit more than that because you was about to leave.
I went in there, I smiled at them, did the Joker smile. I'm out of here, y'all. They came knocking on the window. Here goes 2 keys. I'm dead serious.
The rest is history.
And the rest is history.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. I'm really giving it thought though. I think it's time. So,
Why not?
Yeah,
Why
I mean,
not?
it's not gonna hurt. I mean, in 3 years is cool. You don't really got to deal with too much because you put it in the shop, you get a rental,
Yeah.
you get a loaner. So
Yeah.
So I'm like you said, I got a few cars, man. I'm getting ready to sell one of my cars, and I'm gonna I got keep my old schools.
Old schools, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my
Your
old
cars
schools.
are all expensive too.
Yeah, well, yeah,
I'm talking about if you sell spec, you go.
All your cars are nice.
He would just say yes.
I didn't want to. All your cars are nice.
He didn't just say, yeah, you're right, dog. You're right.
I mean, I try to keep them. I try to keep them up. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Try to maintenance them and keep them rolling.
that means you're doing something right with it. The value's not depreciating because everything is up to par. You know what I'm saying? So we're to that spot, you guys, and it's rapid fire time.
It's go time. It's go time.
We need your answers quick and precise. I don't even want you to give a whole lot of thought.
I ain't giving no thought.
Today
I ain't need no thought. I'm just giving you an answer.
I just need your answer.
Today I'm giving an answer.
You all ready?
Yep.
Funniest comedian in this order: Bernie Mac, Robin Harris, Richard Pryor. Who's the funniest?
B Mac.
Funniest. What's your order?
B Mac, Pryor, and then who's the last one?
Robin Harris.
Robin Harris.
Nah, I take it same way it's served. Bernie Mac, Robin Harris, Richard Pryor. I know people ain't gonna like that, but hey, that's my three.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Robin
Not
Harris
bad.
is funny.
Yes, he was. Bebe's Kids was different.
I wasn't a big fan.
Yeah, it was.
He had.
I think you were
It was a
too
short.
young.
Yeah, you were too young. It was a
Talking
short
about the
window.
fat kid, the fat. Heavy, he ain't fat. The bigger, kind
The
of
one from
chubby.
House Party One, the dad. When he went to go, when he left his house,
Follow
to
the
go
drip,
fight-
follow
to
the
go
drip.
fight-
Oh yeah. It's a little heavier set. Like
Baby's
yeah,
Kids.
baby, yeah.
He's different.
Yeah,
He funny, but
I didn't think Richard Pryor. Everybody says how funny he is. I wasn't really a big Richard Pryor guy.
that's a Jerry curl,
myself.
right?
Don't
He got a curl? Don't Richard Pryor? Didn't Richard Pryor have a curl?
He
It's
might
a
have.
natural.
He had a curl,
That's
bro.
a natural, man. It's
I
a
mean,
natural.
look, he had a Michael Jackson
He's
curl.
a Harlem
like,
Nights, man.
Harlem Nights, yeah. Look, right. He had a curl.
Biggest play in sports history.
No,
to
that
you.
was all right. Go ahead.
Biggest play in sports history to you.
LeBron James block.
Dang, biggest play in sports history.
To you.
Yikes. You know what? The thing that comes to mind, Buster Douglas knocking out Mike Tyson.
Ooh, that's big.
Yeah,
Huge.
that shocked
That's
the world.
big.
That's
Yeah.
good, bro.
That's big.
Can I tell you what mine was?
What's that?
When Hulk Hogan lost to the Ultimate Warrior,
Oh my
man.
god. No, that was
But not only bigger than that,
Yeah.
when Hulk Hogan turned to the NWO to the dark side,
black, he
that
came out
messed-
all
that
black.
messed all kids. That messed
Jeez.
all kids.
No
up.
more yellow and red. He came all black. No, it was cold though. And then Sting went over there with them. Bro, NWO was like, oh, my bad. Look, I don't want to. I'm just giving you
That
that.
movement was crazy.
Hey, wrestling's actually cold though. It was cold, but
Prime Derrick Rose, prime Westbrook.
D Rose.
Who's better?
gee, that's a big one.
D Rose is in Chicago cooking, man.
I'm gonna go prime Westbrook.
Westbrook
What-
averaged a
what-
triple double.
Prime Westbrook, was that when he was with the Bullets, huh?
OKC.
Yeah, he averaged
Houston,
triple doubles
whichever.
3 years in a row.
I thought he was
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I thought it was when he was on the East Coast. But yeah.
Nah, in the OKC when he's by himself.
Who is more dominant at their sport, Serena Williams or Tiger Woods?
That's the same. That's a
Yeah.
tie. I don't give you an answer.
I give
That's a tie.
yeah, that's a tie.
That's a tie.
That was an error, wasn't it?
that was an incredible era. Jordan,
Yeah.
Serena,
Yeah. Tiger.
Tiger,
Right.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds.
Better
Yeah.
rapper, Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole?
Kendrick.
I don't listen to rap, but I heard Kendrick goes.
Hawaii or Jamaica?
I've never been to. Which one I ain't been to? Neither one.
I'm gonna go Hawaii.
Chris Rock had that joke about Jamaica. Said when you get off the plane, driving to the resort, it look crazy. When you get to the
When
resort,
you get on a resort, it look beautiful.
yeah.
Anything else around it?
Said
I
it's-
heard that same thing about
Yeah.
about the White House.
Yeah, it's right in the hood.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah.
Hennessy or vodka?
I'm a Hennessy.
Hennessy.
I gotta go dark.
Yeah. Henny.
Better receiver, Randy Moss or Justin Jefferson?
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss, man.
Best video game system?
Ooh.
I think the PS2 cracked the game open.
PS2.
No, I'm going. Mine's is either that Mario or that because that Sega came out cold. I'm gonna go Nintendo.
Old school
I'm
Nintendo
going
first
old school,
gen.
first gen.
Yeah. All right, there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm with you. Yeah.
You want to know why it was so good though? They made it affordable for every family.
Man,
Yeah.
no, that they did.
They made it affordable.
No, you want to know what? No, it was not affordable.
What was it?
Because you got to think,
No, it was
$59 back then was a lot.
No, but it was affordable for family.
I
For
know.
family. It was a family gift. It wasn't just yours.
Right, but $59 back then
It wasn't just yours.
was incredible.
It wasn't mine. It was my cousin's.
Hey,
Grandma bought it from everybody,
My
but it
mama
was turned out to
look,
be theirs.
My mama did that, and she bought one the controller, one the video game, one the box. She's like, look, ain't nobody, look, y'all got something. If y'all all put it together, it ain't gonna work.
Right.
Like, Mom, you don't get out of here.
Canelo or Crawford?
Canelo.
Crawford, I'm sticking with you.
2 things you could have at all times.
A thought and a prayer. You like to go deep, so look, that's why let me hit him with something for the first time. Look.
I don't even know. 2 things you can have at all times. Love and fear. Yeah.
Mine will be health and wealth.
Health and wealth.
What did I say? A thought and a prayer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Saya?
I like yours.
Health and wealth? Yeah. Hey, that sums it up, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you guys again for everything you do, for subscribing, liking, and sharing it. We need more comments. We need more feedback. I know you guys are out there watching. If I can leave you guys with something positive, man, say a prayer for somebody else. You never know what it could do for someone. That's what I'll leave. What you got, Art to the K?
Man, I want to send my prayers to the Middle East, man. I see them getting that really active
Iran,
over there.
sheesh.
It's getting really ugly over there. It was already ugly before. It's getting worse and worse, and it's tipping on the scale of really all out war for the whole region. My prayers is for the Middle East.
I heard 50 people just got. I'm like, you're right. I not believe that. And I'm gonna just echo what all of them said and stay on that subject of prayer. When I've been learning, this is for me myself, just over these last few weeks, I've been trying to really understand how Dwayne works and how I operate and how things is going. A lot of it has to do with childhood upbringing and roots that you don't want to address, that are in you, but you don't want to identify in them. And so I am starting to now face those small, I will say challenges or hurdles who have created Dwayne to be who Dwayne is today. But at the same time, if I identify them, then I can actually get over them. And so I would say identifying and knowing self. It goes back to just knowing self and understanding self. You can accomplish and do all things. Sky's the limit on what you could do when you
Know thyself.
begin to know yourself.
That's a wrap, man.
Man.
Only pod.
Only
Only
pod.
pod.